the undisputed number. Fut, the undisputed #1 in EMEA, Kuma, that are still looking to get some points towards that LCQ slot. They're looking at this moment to get the band in already. Meeple, Stu, and Lumi band up either side of Kuma. They do have the first pick. On a map like this one, you want some area control, you want some damage. So Griff, definitely a good first pick here.
I was trying to pick out some holes in the band selection, but I think most of them have just been covered. Like they removed the Grey, they don't want to face off against what we saw in East Asia yesterday. The Grey M's combination is just so hard to counter. So when you go into Griff, you've got people is banned out. I was going to suggest that. They do love the Finks though, but no matter what, they love going Finks into any matchup. And they wouldn't be surprised with a Mina. Mina is a great counter to Griff, and especially, okay, Crow. The Crow's not a brawler, but I've not been seeing too often recently. With recent balance changes, just have good matchup into a Griff, but now we need a little bit of zone time. Right? Yeah, Crow stays in the middle, but he's not going to
drop a little bit in his stage, but still get some good results. I know you've got your reservations on that Brawl 2 spend, so kind of in these early doors moments in the EMEA, seeing how they kind of value brawls like that.
Usually you see a lot of Mag on this map, Lou, but the global band's already super targeted towards this also map actually. Finks coming in here, he had a great run in every single hot zone map in recent times, but wasn't picked up too often yesterday, also not in July. I wonder why that is, man.
I'm also wondering too, and I'm also wondering how they can counter this Sirius, because Sirius, I think most people, what they go is like a Barley or something that can counter the Sirius, but it's not really been working recently. Sirius is kind of the most underrated brawler in the meta right now. I've been seeing a lot of teams use it, and now they're going to go with Edgar. Wow, okay, so Edgar we saw previously, that's pretty decent into the Sirius. Now with a last pick available, are we going to see the Damien? Are we going to see the Mina? Are we going to see something that can create some pressure onto the opponents? Because now you can't go more control because the Edgar's thrown out.
It could be Damien, but the Griff worries me a little bit in that regard. But often when we see this early series pick, it's a lot to do with the idea that the opposition therefore can't consider Damien, and they can just kind of pair it in that third and final pick instance. But again, like, there could be other ideas. I'm curious how this Crow's going to fare as well. Just going forwards, not the flashes, but definitely always been a very, very solid brawler in terms of the meta. Yeah, Crow we can see at all. Like, I'm still on the sort of fence as to whether that buff has really done too much to Crow. I was surprised to see that we didn't see barely any of it yesterday, so looking forward to seeing how it will fare post-nerf.
Everything on the line here for the side of Kuma. They win the monthly finals today and they can lock in the world final spots. They at least win the quarterfinals and they have a chance at LCQ. This match is so important for them and it's against seed #1. I'm excited for this one.
Let's kick it off then. So open business. Again, this map was like, wow, put it up against Fut. How are you going to beat them at their own game here? Now the middle interaction is going to favour Crow quite heavily, I believe, in this first interaction. Echo's going to jump in pretty early. Lenar picks up 1 kill already, but into Chester, he's definitely going to face his match there.
なんか勝てんだよな、強いチームって。なんか結果的に場面取ってんだよな。
Lenar opting to use hard landing there to confirm the kill onto Crow. And this is quite a 50-50 matchup so far, but now Fut starting to establish a bit of control.
Okay, well, Lenar on the right-hand side. Starting to learn around here. Trying to tap up Angel Boy, getting some consecutive shots. Lenar jumping in, Angel Boy jumping over. Doesn't avail to a trade. Not down this right-hand side, going into an aggressive stance. There's a nice bomb connection down with Dompe as well. That's going to be healing up into the mid. That time warp can be cool, but it doesn't overextend now, I'm surprised.
Yeah, he didn't really need to go in and die there, but Lenar is trying to go for Getty. Getty barely stays alive. Nob already getting his hypercharge with Chest. He's going to opt to keep it for now, because he knows if he uses it onto the things, he can just teleport back. Nob uses his super onto Lenar as well, and look at Sirius, he's built so many clones. This is looking perfect for Fut.
Yeah, Getty is building an army for sure. Oh, that's a great hypercharge there from Nob. And Dompe cannot push into that. Cannot risk it being cycled. Hypercharge available for Lenar. Aidwood has also his. The lead now extending in favor of Fut. Past 80% mark now.
これなんかエドガーがとつれない盤面作りしてるのが偉いんだよな。なんで勝てるんだろうこれ。
Yeah, I mean, to begin with,
別に江戸川がシリウスかもりたいんだけど
see that there's so much on the line. Both teams were
ほ
just
つれ
trying
ないよう
to
にする
eye
チェ
each
ス
other
ター
out,
と
see
クロワの立ち位置がうまい
which team would actually draw first blood. But as the game went on, you've seen that Sirius could build up his clones. You saw Chester would have his hypercharged super as well. I'm quite surprised that Chester built it up so fast.
1対1対の対面で見たら
It's one of them ones, right? Like, yeah, he can still be good with
クマがめっちゃ有利なんだけど
even with all of his changes,
戦い方がうまいな
not even gonna open up the map. And I just feel like Fut know Brooks plays off so well.
フォーカスが
And as you
えぐい
see there, great takedown from Nob already. Ness is low as well. And Dompe just hasn't really got enough in him in his kits to really impact this game.
Yeah, lacking in firepower, but now as well getting aggressive and bullied on this top left-hand side here. Down to 68 HP, and will finalise that kill quite comfortably. So again, Anyway, already having Super 2 can, of course, go on the aggressive. Guess he's tapping again, consistently building up that army as we speak. And just at the moment, Kuma really struggling as everyone falls. That's going to put a bit of a stop to the objective, but in that time that was spent on the zone, Fut were able to establish 42%.
Yeah, at this point, it's how do Kuma come up with a plan to win this game, especially as Sirius builds up these clones. Lana is facing a really tough composition here. He's going to jump in onto Crow, manages to find the kill, but that's about the only brawler can really confirm kills on pretty easily. Now Ness can establish a little bit of control, forced back by Nob with Super. Anyway jumps in straight away. They confirm the kill onto Lana, the teleport back from Ness.
Nob マジでうまいんだよな。
But just barely clinging on. But they brought back so much percentage now.
Yeah, Ness did well there, despite being low HP, to keep his distance, but now Getsuki is punishing the action.
ノブなんか
Bring forward yet another shadow. Now Lenan going to try and throw in the aggressive, but it hasn't worked out so well. This time round, however, it has. Trying to cycle, but again, Nob shuts it down. He can't seem to find the right timings to take care of it.
It's pretty hard with Edgar now, especially since the few nerfs that he received. It didn't impact him a lot. I don't envy his position whatsoever right now. Hype charge being popped by Nob. That's going to be effective. I think it's super though. Now we're going to establish some control. Just Nez in the back pocket here. He's trying to find one kill. Angel Boy's pretty weak. If he could confirm that kill, that would have been great. But now the hype charge comes out from Getsuki. Look at how tanky these clones are. Another takedown onto Lana. It takes forever for him to build up his super. And with the Let's Fly nerf, Fut are now running away with things. I see no way back for them. Hype charge is popped. One shot onto the zone as well.
チームとして強いな。TS 互角だったら
just doing for things at the moment. They're
絶対
playing with
ク
the
マ
group
勝
for
って
the
る
most
からな。
part. Didn't really feel like at any point they would lose control in that situation. So, I mean,
I mean, Lenan was not.
We have introduced this map pick. More often than not, the teams actually are losing their map pick. Currently, we're at 47% win rate on your own map. So maybe this is going to be the time where Kuma can strike. They have had some great showings over the course of this season. I feel like with the addition of Lana, they became even stronger. So I wouldn't be too surprised if they could have beaten many of these teams today, but Fut might just be a different beast.
Like I said, they've been so consistent all season long. That's the concern when it comes to Fut esports. They
them right. But
いやだけどキットバンのナジアは強いな。
They're probably baiting them out into something because if you pick aggression too early, then Fut have another two responses to go. I mean, Surge is a banned out. We saw Surge not really work out too much into this. Leon is a great option into Niger because you've got the lollipop drop gadget, you've got the speed to combine with that. But Niger, you need a bit of speed, you need a bit of aggression because, I mean, Max isn't banned.
esports are going to absolutely thrive here.
ビットも一応空いてんの
It's
か。
banned out against them, but you know, with the windmill gadget as well, like it's able to shut down a pearl pretty quick.
ビットゼロとかも強そうだけど。
Damien's a possibility. Again, still early doors in EMEA to see whether that's a brawler which is kind of being reserved. Aiming help was now, but esports definitely has definitely some very obvious weaknesses. But I think with the buffies now, especially. The amount of utility that you actually provide your teammate is like so strong. You just can't ignore it.
いやもうチェロ行くと思うけどな。それかワンチャンミーナ。
Pearl is going to get outranged by the Niger. 8-bit is going to also be a great counter to Pearl as well. Outranges, and especially once you get the turret. So now they're kind of hunkering down together here with the 8-bit being very defensive. Now they need something to maybe protect them from aggro. Mina, Angel Boy, wow. I mean, still to this day, they're not banning the Mina. I know she received a couple of nerfs.
いやこうなったらきついな。
Watch Angel
何
Boy's
だったん
content.
だ
He's
ろう。
got Mina everywhere. He can win it into so many different matchups, and he's also got a great matchup into Pearl and Leon.
A match made in heaven, these two. Angel Boy and that Mina, something that I hope
いや
I
これ
would
編
never
成
have
積
to
んで
face
る
in
な
my
これ
life, please. On the right side now, actually Starnova would still be left open. She did receive a couple of nerfs, but I still believe she is gonna
優勝予想はフット
stay meta for a little while longer. They opt for something with a bit more range instead. Sven doesn't look too happy about that Piper pick, honestly.
It's a bit 50-50, right? Although, I mean,
Don't be saying
you look Piper.
anything.
I just got on this
No
map.
slander about
Just
Piper today,
because it's
please.
your favorite brawler,
これエンジェルボーイ一人で勝てるでしょこれ
it's fine into the Naja,
It's a great pick.
but against the other two, she might struggle a bit. Sven.
It's just hard into foot. Like,
Spain
to play these
uniform, yeah.
brawlers that require so much skill and so much accuracy. And then you're playing it into a Mina that he's just going to run rings around you the whole game. But
フットは
I
違
mean,
うな次
Piper
元
does have good matchup into both 8-bit and Niger, so it's not like a horrible pick. It's just it's very risky for a team like Kuma, especially when the pressure is on them. Most of the time you want to go for more comfort picks. So I guess they've kind of got that with Pal already. So you see Lena already pushed up, and this is beautiful. This is how you play Leon, by the way. I think I've seen Leon on this map before yesterday. You just need to be aggressive. Ness already getting tapped up. This is a great start for Kuma because this map is all about positioning. If they can gain this positioning of the enemy bush, most of the time just
見てなかったけど。あ、ミスってないわ。もともと乗ってて壁に引っかかっちゃったのか、エンデルボールが。いや、うまっ。いやー、よし、球漏れて。完璧やな、強すぎるフット。あまりにも隙がないわ。よいしょ。
With a
いや、ちょっと。
49 to
いや、うまっ。いやー、よし、球漏れて。